assisting with the laundry, and they're having a conversation like, I'm gonna fuck her up. And he was like, let me be honest with you, I kissed Els.
See, I don't need to even start with hi guys, welcome back to the channel, because this particular video is a whole lot of unpacking. And I mean, we're going to stay here for a number of minutes. And I want to start by saying that for every story, for everything that happens in life, there is always the two sides of the story. And that's what I'm going to bring it to you on this particular video. The two sides of the story of the Liema Jareed fight and how it all happened. So let's start from this particular beginning. The female side, Liema. Liema was telling Mac Jr. and Mpumi how everything unfolded about the fight. Now, it is now out there and popular that Jareed and Liema are done for. They had very crazy fights that really indicated that it was all a joke from the onset, and these two cannot be together. Now, according to Liema, they were having the party in the club. Everybody was having fun and stuff, and then soon we see that according to her, Els just told her that I want to go to the bathroom, could you come, let's go. I'm pressed and stuff. And she was like, yeah, sure, let's go. They were about going. Now, prior to that time, Jareed was with Lerato, the runaway bride, I think in a parlor or something or somewhere. And then when they wanted to go to the bathroom, that is Els and Liema, then Jareed was already back. And then Els was kind of like changing her mind. But then Liema went, because Liema was like, let's go now, let's go. And Els really didn't want to anymore. Liema went to the bathroom, and by the time she was coming back, she saw the toxic duo, according to her, young Papi and Willie. They were talking to Jareed, and she knew something was wrong, that something had happened. And she was like, telling Jareed, tell me what really happened. According to her, she gave a facial expression that he is used to, that, she's going to just burst out. And he was like, you know what? I'm just going to be honest with you. I kissed Els. And then when he said that, he started cursing her out. He started insulting her, calling her a bitch. That you think I don't know what you've been doing for the past, just after 2 weeks of the show, you then revealed that you were dating, but you lied from the beginning, blah, 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 blah. You did this, and I knew I was going to get back at you. I'd been plotting my ways, and literally, according to her, he was triggering her for her to do things, take an action and get her final strike and get disqualified from the show, but she wouldn't fall for it. Although they had an altercation in that club, like they kept shouting at each other, he wanted to try and calm her down or kiss her, but she refused and, moved on. Now, of course, they had a conversation in the dressing room, and I'm not going to go into so much details about that. But according to her, it is now she's understanding that this was not something that was just handled or planned now. In her words, she went to the bathroom one time and Jareed was talking to somebody else. And, according to what she heard, the Jareed said, I'm going to fuck her up, right? I'm going to show her, in quotes, in Nigeria, I'm going to show her Pepe. And then when Jareed came out, she asked him, what's happening? Are you okay? Who are you going to deal with? And he was like, oh, nothing. I wasn't talking about anything. Like, he blatantly ignored and denied anything, only for her to see all these things unfolding with how he was moving and acting. When she would try to talk to him about stuff, he would say he's not angry, and then everything just went around these lines until he did this. Now she understands that she's been the fool from the onset, and she was quite disappointed at her own self for ever getting to this point. She even went on to telling young Mac Jr. that she regrets the time she had with him. Now, for the past 2 weeks, her and Jareed have actually been knacking. Now, a lot of you came for me in the comment section when I posted 1 or 2 videos 2 or 3 weeks ago, talking about the fact that Jareed and Liema had been knacking when I know one great. This lady went on to even add that her, Mpumi, and Jareed did the trial. Yet you people said I was lying. I should, what television am I watching? What show am I watching? Can you see it now? Can you see it now? Anyways, moving on from that.
Let me tell you something. I'm smarter than you, but you're a fucking micro dick.
That's when you know they really mad. That's petty of you.
Yes, after the party and every shouting they did at each other, there was an altercation, a confrontation at the dressing room where there was Mpumi, there was Els, there was Jareed, and Els, Liema, of course, was telling Els that Jareed has been using her to try and get to him, and it's succeeding because whatever the both of them have been cooking is working. And she was right when she said whatever they've been cooking, because Els, on the other hand, I told you guys, was it last week? Yeah, last week, some days ago, with the way Els has been moving, Els had to go and tell, I think that was during the eviction last week, had to go and tell, what's his name, Jareed, when he was lying down on the bed, that, you know what, unlike these other girls, I don't like drama. So I feel like I'm the best option for you. All this drama up and down, I don't want you to be here, I don't want you to be here, I want you to be here, is not the kind of shit I do. I don't shout, I don't do stuff. Now she's gotten the man. And then, sadly, unfortunately, it didn't go as planned. Before that, like I said, there's always two sides of a story. Jareed was talking to Els because apparently Jareed pulled out Liema's name from his bed, took on Else's own. Els slept on her own. He was sleeping on the same bed with Els. And then he was narrating his own side of the story, that Els had lied to him that she was not dating. And then after 2 weeks, he finds out. And then not only that, she went on to kiss young Papi. Like, you don't understand how hurtful and crazy that has been. All he's been doing so far was acting cool while he was plotting on a payback. He needed to double back. It needed to be a double dose of what she has been doing. And now he's glad that he has achieved it. He's not the kind of person that would walk away. He always has to give a payback. He always has to come out victorious. He went on to add that it even got to a point where just looking at Liema was hard for him. It was disgusting. He was disgusted just looking at her. But now he is good and he is perfect. And then I think the bad part of that night, last night for Els and Jareed, is the fact that Els, finally feeling victorious, wanted to have the man, and she wanted to have the man in her. But then the machine gun was not conking. Apparently, the stuff was not getting up, and she was like, I don't understand. Why would you not be getting up? Like, what's happened with you? Are you okay? Can you tell me the truth? What kind of person are you? Are you gay? Or are you crushing on Wilfred? That's his Willie. They laughed it off and he was like, okay, let me check my stuff. You want it up, right? It's not working. But I need to tell you the truth. I need to let you understand. It doesn't work like that for me. I am the kind of person that likes to be friends and vibe with for a while. And then my body and everything about me eases up into that on a normal. And I'm like, oh, that's nice, because we get to see people who cannot just jump on doing the do with other people if they are not connected with that person. You might not necessarily be dating, but you've gotten to know the person enough that just vibing and talking and being around them can be a turn on. But right now he's struggling to have that. Els was totally disappointed. I mean, you could see from her face, from the questions she was asking him. Can I be honest? I was very glad. I was really glad it didn't happen. And I'm like, wow, this girl really just wanted to have that man. Yeah? Or was she trying to confirm the statement that Liema said that Jareed has a micro D? Is that what it is? Either ways, guys, I'm going to bring you more updates on the next video, so stick around.
That's about my rebrand. I was getting to a point where looking at the person was fucking hard. You get a sense of disgust, bro. But I had to, like, play it out and hold it for the payback. What you want me to do?
Be hard.
All right, bro, shit. Let me feel my shit.